Good morning, guys, and welcome to your Sunday morning Yoga Every Hour flow. My name is Emma, or the Strong Yogi. Welcome to my session. I'm not going to be playing any music in the background, so if you want to play your own music, then please do put some on before we begin. And just be mindful of your own body, of yourself. So if you have any pain or tension in your body, and any particular poses are sort of causing you to feel that, then just come out of those poses. If you need to take any resting poses throughout the practice, and you're going to come into your child pose or your downward facing dog. So this is your child pose. So from your tabletop position with your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, you're just going to sink backwards. And your downward facing dog the same. So we go from our tabletop position, we tuck the toes under, and we lift the hips to the sky. So those are your two resting poses. So take them if you need to, or otherwise, if you need to, just come out of a pose and come back into it. This is your flow, this is your practice, it's your time. So use it as you wish. So let's begin. So we're just going to start in a nice, comfortable seated position. So just roll those shoulders backwards, lengthen the spine, and take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, just close your eyes and drop your chin to your chest. You can keep your hands to your knees, to your legs, or you can place one hand to your heart center and place the other hand on top of it. And just hold here and just take your normal breathing pattern, whatever that is for you today. So just inhaling and exhaling. And just take a moment here to notice your breath. And notice how you feel. Notice any thoughts. But in this moment, just let them come and let them go. And just bring yourself to the present moment. Nothing else matters right now but you and your mat. Notice those areas of tension in your body, and as you take a nice deep inhale through your nose, send your breath to those areas. And as you exhale, release, just try and let it go. And again, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. And one more nice big inhale. And as you exhale, just melt those hands down to your knees if they're not already there. And then we're going to inhale, bring the right ear to the right shoulder. You can keep the eyes closed or you can blink them open. And exhale, send the chin back down to the chest. Inhale, left ear comes up to the left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. And again, inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. This time we take the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale, drop the head all the way backwards. And then exhale, left ear comes to left shoulder. And chin comes back to the chest. And again, inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Drop that head backwards. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. And the chin comes to the chest. And the other way, inhale, we take the left ear to the left shoulder. Drop the head backwards. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Right ear to right shoulder, sorry. Drop that chin forwards. And one more time, inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Drop the head backwards. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Drop that head forwards. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale, just lift that gaze, push the shoulders backwards. And then we're going to take those legs out nice and long. So point those toes upwards. So lengthen through that spine. And then we take a nice deep inhale, point those toes to the sky. And exhale, point those toes downwards. Inhale, flex the feet. Exhale, point those toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift, making sure you keep that spine long, the belly button drawn in. Exhale, lower. And then we're just going to put a bend into the right knee and bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Take hold of the right ankle with the left hand, and then we're just going to rotate that foot. So take that foot in one direction, nice and slowly. Keep those left toes pointed, and then take the foot in the other direction. And then when you're ready, just release that foot, place that foot back down to the mat, and we're just going to hug that knee inwards. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthen the spine, and then as you exhale, release and interlace your fingers behind your thigh, behind your right thigh, keeping that spine nice and long. Take a nice deep inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, bend the knee lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, lift. And just draw circles with that leg. So from the knee, drawing nice big circles, pointing those toes. And then this time when you get to the top, take that circle in the other direction. Perfect. And then just draw one more circle and drop that foot back down to the mat. Hug that knee inwards. We're going to place our right hand behind us. Inhale, lift the left hand to the sky, gaze upwards. And then exhale, twist to your right hand side. So you can either hug your right knee in with your left arm, or you can place your left arm to the outside, pushing against that left leg with the arm. Remembering to point those left toes upwards, and we're gazing over our right shoulder. So draw the belly button in, lengthen through the spine. Crown of the head is being pulled upwards. Take a nice deep inhale, and exhale. Maybe you can sink around a little bit further. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, exhale, release, come back to center. From here, we're going to drop the right knee out to the side, bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Take a nice deep inhale, reach upwards, so the chest, the hips point forwards. And then as you exhale, hinging from the hips, gazing towards your left toes, fold forwards. So hinging from the hips, not rounding through the spine, so gazing to your toes should help you keep your form here. If you start gazing towards your knee, you might bring a round into your back as you try and get your forehead down. So chest comes down first, and being first thing in the morning, you might feel a little bit tighter today than you have done before. As the day goes on, we generally loosen up a little bit. So if you try this again this evening, then you'll probably be able to sink a little bit further. But for now, just focus on your breath. So take a nice deep inhale, and with every exhale you take, just sinking a little bit deeper into the pose. You can bend that left knee if that feels good, if you need to, just to help bring that chest downwards. So we take one more nice deep inhale here, and then exhale, rise back upwards. And then from here, we're just going to take the right leg, and we're going to take it out nice and long, but we're going to take a wide-legged stance. And from here, we're going to inhale, reach those hands to the sky. And exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. So gaze towards the fingertips, try and keep that spine nice and long. Keep the toes pointed to feel that stretch in the back of your legs. And just reach to wherever you can. Again, it's early, so we might feel a little bit stiff this morning. But with every exhale, we're just going to walk those fingertips a little bit further forwards. Maybe the forearms come down. And just really working into that pose, feeling that stretch in the back of your legs. And take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, sinking a little bit deeper. Nice inhale. And exhale, let's walk those hands back towards our hips. And then we're going to just shift our right foot to bring it next to our left again. And then we're going to bring our left ankle onto our right thigh. And we're going to warm up that ankle. So take hold of the foot with the right hand And just draw circles here. Keep that spine nice and long. Keep the right toes pointing towards the sky. And then take the other direction, warming up that ankle. Perfect. And then we're just going to release that foot, place the foot on the floor, hug that knee inwards, lengthen the spine, make sure those right toes are pointing upwards. And then we're just going to release the calf there and bring the hands behind the thigh. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale here. Inhale, lift that leg, point the toes. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, lift and hold. And then we're just going to start drawing circles with those toes. So movement from the knee rather than from the hip. Drawing circles here, keeping that spine nice and long, engage the core. And then when you get to the top, change the direction. Perfect. And just draw one more circle and then drop the sole of the foot back down to the mat. Hug that knee inwards, lengthen the spine. Bring the left hand behind you. Inhale, reach the right fingertips to the sky. And then as you exhale, twist to your left hand side. So you're going to either hug your left knee in with your right arm, or you're going to bring your right arm to the outside of your left leg. Gaze over your left shoulder, draw your belly button inwards, lengthen through your spine. Crown of the head is being pulled upwards. Try and keep those right toes pointed upwards. And breathe here. Take a nice deep inhale. And a nice complete exhale. Inhale, exhale. Maybe you can twist a little bit further. Nice inhale. And exhale, release that twist. And then you're going to drop the left knee out to the left side. Bring the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Point those right toes upwards. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky. Engage the core, keep the hips in the chest, square to the front of the mat. And then as you exhale, hinging from the hips, fold forwards. Gaze towards those right toes. Try and keep that spine nice and straight. Again, here, if you want to put a bend into that right knee, then you can, to bring the chest down towards it. Again, just with every exhale, just melting into this pose a little bit more, so our body will go to wherever it wants to go to, wherever it can go to. And then it's our breath that can move us a little bit further. So as we inhale, we create space in the body. And then as we exhale, we can work on moving into that space. Perfect. Just hold here, breathe, and appreciate that nice stretch down the back of your legs. Take a nice deep inhale. And a nice complete exhale. And one more nice big inhale. Exhale, release, come back to center. And then take that left leg out nice and wide. So we come back into our wide-legged stance. And then we inhale, raise the hands to the sky. So maybe it'll feel a little bit different this time. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards your fingertips. Point those toes upwards towards the sky. And just breathe, hold and breathe here. Walking those fingertips forwards. Maybe bringing those forearms down to the mat. Just holding and breathing wherever you can, feeling that stretch in the back of your legs. So if our toes aren't pointed upwards, then we won't feel the stretch so much in the back of our legs. So just work into this. Nice inhale and exhale. Inhale, and then as you exhale, walk those hands back to center. And then we're just going to cross those legs over. And then from here, inhale, reach those hands to the sky. Exhale, bend those arms, cactus arms. So you come to a 90-degree angle, push the chest forwards, push the elbows, the shoulders backwards. And hold here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. As you exhale, bend the elbows, take hold of the opposite elbows with the palms of the hands. Push the shoulders, the elbows backwards, push the chest forwards. Feel that stretch in your shoulders. Draw that belly button inwards, hold here, inhale. Push those knees downwards, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach those hands upwards, interlace the fingers. Exhale, draw those hands down in front of you, round through the spine. Draw the chin to the chest. Holding here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale one more time. Exhale, really push away. Feel that stretch in your shoulder blades. And then we inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, release the hands, cactus arms. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale, inhale, reach the hands upwards. Exhale, bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, push the palms together. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, open through the chest, push the hands upwards. Try not to lean forwards here. Keep that torso nice and straight, gaze forwards. And work on pushing those hands towards the sky. Take a nice deep inhale. And a nice complete exhale, releasing tension. Maybe the hands can go up a little bit further. Inhale, exhale, release, roll the shoulders backwards. And roll the shoulders forwards. Perfect. From here, inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, we place the right palm to the right side of the mat. Reach over with the left fingertips. Maybe we gaze upwards. Feel that stretch in the left side of your body. Make sure that left sit bone stays grounded. So imagining here you're in between two panes of glass. Try not to fold forward, try not to lean backwards, but push that left shoulder backwards to open the chest, open the heart. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach that right hand to the sky, and then exhale, we take the other side. So the left hand comes down to the left side of the mat. Reach up and over with those right fingertips. Keep that right sit bone grounded. Draw the belly button in. Push the right shoulder backwards. Try not to lean forwards or backwards. Keep that chest nice and open. Allowing energy in. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, raise that left hand to the sky. And as you exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips, fold forward, place those palms to the mat, to gaze towards those fingertips. Perfect. Inhale here, reach forwards, and then as you exhale, walk those hands over to the right hand side, so the chest comes over the right leg. Gaze towards the fingertips, try and keep that left sit bone grounded, really reaching around, especially with your left fingertips. Feeling that stretch in the left side of your body, or left lats. Hold here, inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale, release, come back to center. Take a nice deep inhale, reach forwards. And exhale, walking those hands over to the left hand side. The torso comes over the left leg. Really reach those hands around, especially the right fingertips. Trying to keep that right sit bone grounded, feeling that stretch in the right side of your body. Hold and breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, walk those hands back to center. And as you exhale, just roll yourself forwards, so coming onto your knees into your all four position. And then we're just going to inhale, look upwards, arch through the spine. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest, around through the spine. Really push into your mat, draw the belly button inwards. Inhale, look up, arch the spine. Exhale, chin comes to chest, around through the spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin comes to chest. And one more time, inhale, look up, Arch the spine. Exhale, chin comes to the chest, around through the spine. And then come back to a neutral spine here. Tuck those toes under, inhale. And then as you exhale, the hands and the feet stay exactly where they are. You're going to peel those hips up towards the sky as you come into your first downward facing dog of the practice. So from here, just bend through the knees, walk through your dog, bend one knee, bend the other, shake the hips from side to side, shake the head yes, shake the head no. Gaze towards the belly button, melt that chest downwards towards the mat. Really lift those hips to the sky. It doesn't matter if your heels don't come down, that's not the aim here, just stretch as you need to. Nice. From here, inhale, gaze forwards, bend those knees, and we're going to walk those feet to the top of the mat. And exhale, coming into our standing forward fold. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale. As you inhale, roll up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders as you get to the top. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And exhale, bring those palms together, draw them down towards your heart center. And we're just going to go into some sun salutations just to build some energy. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards the mat. Inhale, take your halfway lift, look up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step your right, step your left foot back or jump back into high plank. Bend through those elbows, keep them nice and close to your chest. Lower yourself down through your chaturanga, or you can take knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come into your upward facing dog. So on the back of our feet, the palms of our hands, hips are lifted, shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, tuck the toes, raise the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend the knees, step the right, step the left, or jump back forward to the top of the mat. Exhale into that standing forward fold. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky, take a slight back bend, gaze upwards. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards the mat, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, take your halfway lift, look up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step the left, step the right foot back, or jump back into your high plank. Bend through the elbows, slowly lower yourself down through your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale into your upward facing dog. Exhale, raise the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale here, and exhale. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend the knees, step the left, step the right, or jump forward to the top of your mat or walk forwards. Exhale into that standing forward fold. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky, take a slight back bend, gaze upwards. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards that mat, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, take a halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, your choice, jump or step back into your high plank. Bend through the elbows and lower yourself down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, raise the hips to the sky, downward facing dog, and we'll just hold here for 5. Working into the pose, 4. Really lift those hips to the sky, 3. And melt that chest downwards towards the mat, 2. And 1. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend those knees, your choice, jump or step forward to the top of your mat. Exhale into your standing forward fold. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, those hands come together at heart center. Perfect. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky, gaze upwards. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards that mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, step that right foot back, raise the hands to the sky, we come into a high lunge here. So that left knee is bent 90 degrees, the knees over the ankle, nice and strong through that back leg. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, cactus those arms. Push the chest forwards, push the shoulders and the elbows backwards. Perfect. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky. As you exhale, lower that right knee to the floor. Untuck the toes. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, sink forwards into that low lunge. So again, the left knee's over the left ankle. If you need to shift your right knee back a little bit, then do so, but we're stretching out through the hips. Perfect. Inhale here. And then again, exhale. Let's cactus those arms. Push that chest forwards. And breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. As we inhale, we're going to reach the hands upwards and just come out of our lunge a little bit. And then as you exhale, we're going to cactus the arms, push into the lunge. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Perfect. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, place those palms to the mat. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, and step that left foot back to meet the right in your high plank. We're going to lower ourselves down to our chaturanga. Keep those elbows nice and close to your chest. Inhale into upward facing dog. And exhale, take your downward facing dog. Perfect. From here, we're going to inhale, lift that right leg to the sky. And then as you exhale, step that foot forward to the top of the mat. Raise the hands to the sky. We come into a high lunge on the other side. So that right knee's over the right ankle. Nice and strong through that left leg. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, let's cactus those arms. Really push that chest forwards. Hold here and breathe. Inhale, nice and strong. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. As you exhale, drop the left knee to the mat, untuck the toes, sink forwards into that lunge. So the right knee's over the right ankle. Try not to let it sink any further forward, so shift that left knee back if you need to. Inhale, reach, exhale, cactus arms. And then we're going to take that flow again. So as you inhale, reach the hands to the sky, ease out of the lunge. Exhale, sink into the lunge, cactus arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. And 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Perfect. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, place the palms to the mat. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and step that left foot forward to the top of the mat to meet your right. As you exhale in that standing forward fold. So from here, just take hold of your elbows with the palms of your hands and just let yourself hang so you can bend those knees if that feels good. The crown of the head's pointing downwards towards the mat. And we're just going to shake from side to side, forwards and backwards, whatever feels good. Just bringing some nice movement into the body, lengthening out the spine, feeling the stretch in the back of the legs. Holding and breathing here, inhale. Exhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper. Release a little bit more tension from that spine, from the legs. And 1 more nice deep inhale. As you exhale, melt those hands down towards the mat. And then inhale, we roll up through the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Rolling the shoulders as we get to the top. Inhale, we reach the hands to the sky. And exhale, bring the palms together and draw the hands down to heart center. Perfect. This time, inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold, forwards gaze towards that mat. Inhale, let's come back into that halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. And again, as we exhale, step that right foot back, raise the hands to the sky. We come back into a high lunge. Perfect. So we're building on our practice. Inhale here. And this time, as we exhale, our hands come through heart center. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then as we exhale, we're twisting to our left. So our right elbow comes to our left thigh. And just push into that pose, so twisting around. Making sure you keep that 90-degree bend in your left knee. And if you can gaze upwards towards the sky. Holding here and breathing, inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, we lower the right knee down to the mat, untuck the toes. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, sink into that lunge. Perfect. Inhale here. This time, exhale, place those palms to the mat. Gaze forwards, take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to sink the hips backwards, straighten through the left leg, come onto the heel of the left foot. And we're sinking backwards into our half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. So you gaze towards your toes or gaze towards your knee and feel that stretch in the back of your left leg here. So we don't want our hips to sink over to one side or the other in this pose, so try and keep those hips nice and square in the center. And feel that stretch in the back of your leg. If that's not enough, then you can point those left toes to the side of your mat and just feel that stretch there slightly differently. Just hold and breathe here, feeling that stretch. And then again, with every exhale, maybe your forehead can come a little bit closer to your knee, but without sacrificing your form, so try and keep that spine nice and straight. And just hold just for a few more breaths. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, releasing that tension. And again, inhale. And exhale. And one more nice big inhale. As you exhale, come back into that lunge. Raise the hands to the sky. And then exhale, place those palms back down to the mat. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, step the left foot back to meet the right in your high plank. Slowly bend those elbows, lower yourself down through your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come into your upward facing dog. And exhale, raise those hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Perfect. Inhale, raise that right leg to the sky. Exhale, step that foot forward to the front of the mat. Raise the hands to the sky, high lunge on this side. So that right knee is over the right ankle. Inhale, lift, creating space. And exhale, bring those hands together at heart center. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale, we twist to our right hand side. So our left elbow comes to our right thigh this time. Push down into that leg. Maybe you can gaze upwards towards the sky. A test for the balance. Stay nice and strong in this pose. If you fall out, just come back in. Inhale here. And exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Release, come back to center. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. Exhale, lower that left knee down, untuck the toes, sinking into your lunge. So making sure that right knee is over the right ankle. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, placing those hands to the mat. Gaze forwards. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, we sink the hips backwards, straighten the right leg, come onto the heel of the right foot. So we can gaze towards the toes or we can gaze towards the knee. But try and keep that spine nice and straight. And if the hips have shifted from one side or the other, bring them back to the center because you'll feel that stretch more in the back of your leg. So just play around with that. Sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to notice that you've shifted. And then if you want more, if this isn't quite enough, you can turn your right toes to face the outside of your mat. Just to increase that stretch in the back of your leg. But again, make sure those hips are square. And hold here, inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale, just letting any tension melt away. Nice, inhale. And take one more nice deep inhale. As you exhale, put a bend back into that knee. We're going to tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, step the left foot forward to meet the right at the top of our mat. Exhale into that standing forward fold. Inhale, roll up through that spine, one vertebrae at a time. Roll those shoulders when you get to the top. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Bring the palms together. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Perfect. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky, look up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards. Inhale, come into that halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step that right foot back, raise the hands to the sky, high lunge. Perfect. Take a nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, pivot that back foot so it's grounded onto the mat. The toes point towards the long edge of the mat. And bring those arms out nice and long as we come into our warrior two. So our hips are square to the side of the mat. Our front knee is bent 90 degrees. Our gaze is towards our left fingertips. Hold here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to bring your left hand down towards the mat. Those right fingertips reach upwards. So it might be that you can't reach the mat. If there's something that you can bring the ground to you, like a block or a book, then you can use that or just come onto your fingertips. But we want to push that right shoulder backwards and keep that chest nice and open. So opening through the hips, you can push your left arm into your left leg and hold here, inhale and exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale, one more nice big inhale. As you exhale, come back into your warrior two. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, pivot back onto the ball of the foot, raise the hands to the sky, coming into your high lunge. We're going to take a balancing pose from here. So take a nice deep inhale, lean forwards, and then as you exhale, you're going to kick your right foot off of the mat as you come into your warrior three. So you can keep your arms extended, or you can bring your hands together at heart center, which will probably help you keep your balance a little bit more. So we want either one straight line from our fingertips to our toes, or from the crown of our head to our right toes. Hold here and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Nice and strong through that left leg. Nice inhale one more time. And then exhale, send that right foot back, raise the hands to the sky, high lunge. Inhale here, exhale, lower that right knee to the floor, untuck the toes. Take a nice deep inhale, this time exhale, our hands come to the inside of our left foot. Shuffle that left foot to the outside of the mat. Perfect. So from here, we're going to stay grounded through the right hand, and we're going to inhale, lift those left fingers to the sky. And then exhale, thread that hand over to the right hand side. And again, inhale, lift the hand to the sky. Exhale, thread that hand through to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread it through. And one more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, thread it through. And this time we inhale, lift and hold. Gaze upwards for 5. Push that shoulder backwards. 4, 3, 2, 1. And just melt that palm back down to the mat. And we're going to tuck our right toes, lift our right knee, and step that left foot back to meet the right again in our high plank. Lower yourself down through your chaturanga. Keep those elbows nice and close to your chest. Inhale into your upward facing dog. Exhale, raise the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Perfect. Inhale, lift that right leg to the sky. Exhale, step that foot forward to the front of the mat. Raise those hands to the sky, coming back into a high lunge here. Nice and strong in this pose. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, pivot that left foot. So grounding through that foot, the toes point towards the long edge of the mat. Reach those arms out nice and long. So our hips are square towards the left side of the mat. That right knee is bent 90 degrees, so sometimes there can be a tendency for the knee to sink inwards. Push it outwards and gaze towards those right fingertips. Hold here, draw that belly button inwards. Nice and strong in your warrior two pose. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, and then as you exhale, cartwheel that right hand down to the floor, to the mat, and lift those left fingers to the sky. So really push that left shoulder backwards to open your chest. So we don't want to be hunching downwards towards the mat. So if you can't reach the floor, just bring yourself up a little bit, maybe take hold of your shin. Or maybe just rest on those fingertips. Just hold here. You can use your right arm to push into your right leg. Feel that stretch in your hips. Hold and breathe. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale. And then exhale, come back into your warrior two. Inhale, we pivot back onto the ball of the left foot. Raise the hands to the sky, high lunge. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthen, fold forwards. And then as you exhale, kick the left foot off of the mat. You can keep those arms out long, or you can bring those hands into heart center as you come into your warrior three, your balancing pose. So if your arms are out long, we want one straight line from our fingertips to our left toes. Or if your hands are together at heart center, one straight line from the crown of the head to the left toes. So just hold here nice and strong through that right leg. If you fall out of your warrior, then just come back in. Concentrate, use your breath to focus. Choose your drishti point, your focus point, something to stare at that's not moving. Take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, step that left foot backwards, raise the hands to the sky, high lunge. Inhale here. And then exhale, just melt that left knee down to the mat. Untuck the toes, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, place the palms to the inside of the right foot and just shuffle that right foot to the edge of the mat. This time we stay grounded through the left hand. As we inhale, reach those right fingers to the sky, gaze upwards. And then exhale, thread that hand through to the left hand side. Inhale, reach that hand to the sky. Exhale, thread it over to the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread it over to the left. And again, inhale, reach. Exhale, threading it over. This time we inhale, reach and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, place that hand back down to the mat. So from here, we're going to tuck our left toes, lift our left knee, and we're going to step our left foot to the outside of our left hand at the top of our mat, sink down through those hips as we come into our yogi squat. So if you're on your tiptoes, that's absolutely fine. If you've got tight hamstrings, and you might be if you're a runner or anything like that, or if you can come down onto flat feet, then that's brilliant too. But wherever you are, you're going to keep your spine nice and long, your chest is lifted. So push into your knees, into your thighs with your elbows. Keep the crown of the head lifted. So we want to create space in the body. We don't want to round through the spine. We don't want to let those knees push us into a little ball. And just hold here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, and then as you exhale, just release the hands, place them behind you, and just bring yourself down to a seated position. Take those legs out nice and long. Point those toes to the sky. We're going to inhale, reach those hands upwards. And then exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards those toes. So maybe this feels a little bit different to the forward folds we did at the beginning of the practice. Maybe now that you're a little bit warmer. Again, just hold here and breathe. Bend those knees if you need to, if that feels good. To bring the chest downwards. Maybe you've got a strap or equivalent that you can wrap around your feet to pull yourself forwards, but making sure that you don't round through that spine. And just hold here again with every out breath, allowing yourself to sink a little bit deeper. Inhale and exhale, melting into the pose. And again, inhale and exhale. Inhale one more time, exhale, release, bring yourself back up. And then from here, you're just going to place the soles of your feet to the mat. Inhale, reach forwards. And then as you exhale, just roll yourself all the way down, nice and slowly, keeping that core nice and tight. And you're going to come all the way down onto your backs, nice and gently. And then just bring the soles of your feet as close to your sit bones as possible. Place the palms of your hands down onto the mat. Take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to lift the hips upwards. So peel that spine off of the mat, coming onto your shoulder blades, really lifting the hips, push the thighs, push the knees together. And hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower yourself back down, nice and slowly. Reset. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, we go again. Peel that spine off of the mat, lift the hips upwards. Push those thighs inwards. Hold here, inhale. And exhale. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And gently sink back down into the mat. Perfect. From here, just take those feet as wide as the mat. And you're just going to windshield wipe your legs from side to side, nice and slowly, nice and gently. So take the knees to the left, back to center, and over to the right. So just bringing a little bit of a twist into your spine, and just letting those knees drop from side to side. And then just do a few more to each side. And then just hug those knees into your chest. And just rock from side to side, forwards and backwards, massaging that lower spine, massaging the abdomen, while you're bringing your knees into your chest. And you can either stay here in your little ball, or maybe you want to take hold of the outside of your feet, point those feet to the sky, draw the knees in towards your armpits as you come into your happy baby. Again, there you can rock from side to side, forwards and backwards. Lengthen one leg, lengthen the other leg. And you can either stay in either one of these positions, or maybe you just want to take a moment to take any other pose you might like. So something to finish your practice, to make you feel complete. Maybe you want to lift your legs to the sky, maybe you want to take a shoulder stand, maybe you want to go back to those twists. Whatever you like. Just take a moment just to make yourself feel complete, ready for the day ahead. Remember what you turned up on your mat for. Don't leave until you've got it. And then when you're ready, when you feel complete, just take those legs out nice and long. And just drop those arms by your side with the palms facing upwards. Close the eyes. And just let your whole body relax as you come into your Shavasana here, your final resting pose, your corpse pose. One of the most important poses that we take in yoga. Allowing our body to rest, restore, recover, and change. So as you lie here in your Shavasana, just let your breath take its own natural pattern. Don't worry about it, don't try to change it. Just relax. Any thoughts that come in this moment, just let them come and let them go. They don't matter right now. Just let your head feel really heavy. Just feel your head sinking into the mat. And the same with your arms, your shoulders, your fingers. Let your fingers drop outwards. Let your arms fall into the mat. And your torso, your spine. Just notice any tension in this area and just let it go as you let yourself melt into the ground. And then moving down to your hips, your quads, your knees, your calves, your shins, your ankles, your feet and your toes. Feel any tension in that area and just let it go. Let those feet drop out to the side and let your whole body just melt into the mat. And you can either stay in your Shavasana for a little bit longer. I encourage you to do so. Or if you'd like to end your practice with me here today, then let's just start to slowly bring movement back into the body. So wriggle the fingers and wriggle the toes. Gently rock the head from side to side. And then just gently lift the legs and hug those knees inwards. From here, we're just going to roll ourselves over onto our right hand side. Rest your head in your hand. And then gently, with your eyes still closed, just push yourself back into your comfortable seated position. How we started our practice today. Maybe you just want to rest your hands on your knees. Maybe you want to bring one hand to your heart center, place the other on top of it. Maybe you want to bring your palms together in prayer position, your Namaste Mudra. Push those thumbs into your sternum. Wherever you are, bow your chin downwards towards your chest, lengthen the spine. And just breathe normally. And just allow yourself to notice how you feel, but without comparison or judgment. Just take a moment here to thank yourself and to be grateful for you and everything that you are, everything that you're able to do. And take a nice deep inhale through your nose and a nice releasing exhale. And then one more time, take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, gently lift your head and blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you all again very soon.